Welcome to Arcane Lineage, a game with a spectrum of different classes, ranging from martial arts to witchery. Before hopping in this game, I had set a goal for myself to max out the dagger class, specifically the evil version of it, Assassin. Little did I know, this would be a big mistake. As soon as I hopped in the game, I was met by some NPC yapping lore to me, and I simply just ignored all of it like the good human being that I am. Anyway, after that lore, I finally got spawned in, and now what most people will do is talk to this man right over here and do his quest, but due to my lack of intelligence, I just sprinted outside of the village immediately, and I just got attacked by a slime. And so my first battle ensued against this very powerful opponent. He got the first hit on me because I had actually zero idea what was going on, and I was just trying to mute this very loud music off, so I was already being put at a disadvantage against this tricky opponent. However, I saw the sidebar options and I quickly realized that there was probably some Pokemon type of combat, so I managed to smack the shit out of that slime and waited for his turn. Like the true absolute goat that I am, I managed to perfectly dodge the slime's attack and strike at it again, and it was getting really low. Then this slime tried to spit on me, and I wasn't gonna take this disrespect, so I blocked it and I tried to psych it, but somehow the slime managed to dodge my punch, which makes me think that I'm very weak. I barely managed to block its smack, and it was time for me to land the final punch of the battle, and with that, I finally defeated my first opponent. After that intense duel, my friend told me that I could buy weapons from a shop in the town, but first I needed to acquire the money, the currency, the guap, aka gold. But since I didn't know about the initial quest that gives you 30 gold, I actually had to spend about 30 minutes waiting to fight slimes to get their drops and sell them to the merchant, so I could actually afford a dagger. After going on a slime massacre, I ended up getting all the funds I needed to buy a dagger, and I started working towards the assassin class. Now you may be wondering, why did I change races and why do I have this outfit, and it is because I ended up doing the rest of the progression on this account, but basically nothing changes except the fact that I am on 1 life on this account. And you may be wondering, how did you get to 1 life? Well, I didn't know this game was permadeath, and one of my deaths was actually to the King Slime, which easily soloed both me and my friend. We were both level 1, so it didn't really matter. And another death, I accidentally slipped off a cliff. So yeah, if I die once throughout this whole progression, everything is gone. With that out of the way, for us to obtain Thief, our base class, we actually need to be level 5, and you may be wondering, well, how do you level up? It's actually simple. All you gotta do is meditate on one of these mattresses, and you will get so high that you will actually be taken to another dimension where you can speak with the spirit right here. And when you speak to him, he'll give you the option to trade in the blue liquids that drop from monsters for a level. Now don't ask me what these blue liquids are, because I don't know either. When you level up, you can put points in certain stats. I basically only put points in endurance and luck throughout this whole progression, because I don't know whatever else everything else does. And since we're already level 9 due to my slime massacre, we can actually get our thief class right now. All we need to do is find our trainer at this very non-suspicious alleyway in the city and talk to him. I happen to have 210 coins on me, which was more than enough to buy the whole base class, and with that, we were a step closer to reaching our final goal. My base class actually gave me 2 new moves and 2 new passives, so I went outside to test some of my biggest ops, the slimes. And it looks like both of my new moves actually require me to use my brain and time it properly, which is quite annoying, but they seem to do some nice damage, and one of them actually blinds the enemy. And also the 2 passives I received were actually pretty good. One of them made me run faster, and the other one just made me gain more gold. At this point, everything was going smooth, and I actually already had my base class, but little did I know, things will get a lot harder from now on. For us to get Assassin, or Super class, we need to get level 15 in some Chaotic, and you might be wondering, well, how do I get Chaotic? You can get Chaotic from a variety of things, either drinking potions or just doing quests, and when you get Chaotic, there will be a big ass message on the top of your screen, so you won't miss it. The first priority I had in mind was getting to level 15, so I went outside on a slaughter around the village to try and collect as much blue liquid as possible, so I can level up. Some time passed and I stumbled upon a gambling NPC, and I just couldn't contain myself from gambling. So I won in the first match, and I should have probably stopped there, because I spent the next 10 minutes gambling away my entire fortune, looking to hit the jackpot, and I was that broke. After committing mass slaughter, I finally gathered enough blue liquid to achieve level 15, and it was time to start working on our Chaotic. My first mission is to find these 2 ingredients and make a potion with them, so I can trick this man into giving it to his alchemy teacher, making him fail the class, and obtaining Chaotic all for my benefit. The first ingredient was easy to obtain, as it is found around the forest near the village, but I had to go on a journey all the way to the tundra to find the Kriastem. Also, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I just can't care less. Unluckily, there are no mobs in the tundra, and I managed to return to the village with the ingredient safely. I made the potion, gave it to this clueless man, and with that, I obtained my first bit of Chaotic of the progression. I also found out that I could get some chaotic through some potions, but first I had to get some karnas tools, which are in the desert, so I made my way over there. I fought some desert NPCs, and they ended up getting me low because for some reason, the sand elemental has a move that deals 9 damage even if I block it. And remember, if I die once, the whole progression is over. But anyways, I managed to pick up the karnas tools and I made my way back to the village where I made my potions. I chugged all the potions I could, and for some reason, there's a cap on how many you can consume, which is pretty annoying because it meant I had to do more quests in order to get more chaotic. At this point in my progression, there were only 3 more quests that I could do that gave me chaotic. For me to complete the first one, I had to kill this man that is stuck in a volcano. For the second one, I had to throw this guy off a cliff, and for the third one, I had to find a cryolite, which is rare than being struck by lightning 10 times in a row. I decided to go for the second quest because it was pretty easy. All I had to do was go to the Deep Forest City and press a button. And so I did. After the freest chaotic I've gotten in my life, I made my way to the assassin trainer, which is also at the deep forest. I talked to them and I still didn't have enough chaotic for assassin. Now I had to decide between the first and the third quest, but since the cryolite is so rare, I just went with the first option, which meant I had to go and make my way all the way to the desert, tell this man that I would save his friend, then go in the volcano and battle him. Now I'm not gonna lie, I probably wasn't ready to fight him at all, and this caused probably the closest battle of the entire progression. Battle started and he got the first turn on me, but as I am a god at this game, I parried it with ease and struck back with a normal strike. You see, I didn't go for the stab because every round that passes I get a token, and with these tokens I can use the stronger attacks in my moveset. And since stab uses 1 token and strike doesn't use any, I saved it by using strike. My strike landed and I realized that for some reason he heals over time. He hit me with a move and I hit him with a move, and this happened for a good 10 rounds. But then for some reason he has a shield that reflects everything I throw at him, and I have no other option than to try to parry his hits while he gets damage on me. I had some leftover healing potions from earlier, which probably saved the whole progression since I can use them mid-battle. Oh yeah, and then I mentioned that if I don't parry his blaze, he does a whole 18 damage on me. Finally his shield broke and I was able to attack him again, and we were both getting really low until I had him on 3 HP, and for some reason he turned the shield back on at 3 HP. I had no choice other than to try to parry his moves, and also have a limit on how many pots I can use in battle, which is pretty annoying since I can't heal anymore. I took some damage from his moves while he healed, and if I didn't parry that blaze, I probably would have been wiped. But anyways, his shield finally ran out, which meant I can attack him, but he healed back to 11 HP, which normally means that I have to hit him twice to kill him. But the RNG gods blessed me and probably saved the fight by giving me a crit on my pocket sand, which made me win. After beating the shit out of the mage, I made my way back to the desert and told him that his friend got destroyed, and went to the deep forest where my superclass trainer is located at. But unfortunately, I got intercepted by probably the most brain dead monsters in the game, and they drained half of my health without me being able to do anything. I thought that if I left the game, I wouldn't be in battle with them anymore, but no, for some reason the battle saves and I was literally 1 round away from dying. All my hope was the escape button, and it actually works, all according to my plan. Anyways, that meant that I could finally unlock my superclass and be done.
Oh my god, bro.
Just kidding, I didn't have enough chaotic. If you were paying attention, you can remember that my last option was the cryolite, which is very rare, and I did try to find one on my own, but I ended up spending 1 hour looking around the village as they spawned in the same spot as ever Thirstal spawn, and unsurprisingly, I couldn't find shit. So I added my secret card, Discord Trading. And so I gave away all my savies for this stupid plan, made my way back to the deep forest, and with that, the final quest was complete. For one last time, I made my way back to the trainer, and if he didn't reply back to me, this would mean that all my progression had gone to waste and I couldn't get my superclass. And it actually happened. Finally, after hours of grinding, I had achieved my goal. I got all the gold to max out the class and to buy the armor, and with that, I finally finished the game. If you're wondering what my superclass skills do, one of them makes me invisible and untargetable to the enemy monsters, and it also makes my next attack true. Stealth Strike just hits the opponent from the back. Also, if I'm invisible like in the clip, it ends up doing more damage. Poison Fan just throws off some daggers that deal AoE damage. And it also has some passives like Shadow, which makes me have a chance to be immune to attacks. And Poisoner, which makes all of my critical attacks proc poison. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, like, sub, and I'll see you next time.